at least is not surrounded by the controversy of whether DRC keeps cows, you know. So that is good news. The relationship fundamentally between Kenya and DRC, I think, was restored in a serious way, then cultivated with by the outgoing president. And that in part saw the admission of DRC into the East African community. Kenya played an instrumental role. Second, just before I touch on the president's visit, Kenya, compared to other countries surrounding the DRC, has actually been the most neutral arbiter in the conflict and with the parties, in the DRC. And so is the most, perhaps, preferred and ideal candidate to do that. President Ruto, the commander-in-chief of our armed forces, not only is he responding to the expectation of the world and the region that Kenya needs to be playing there, but of course, he's laying a supporting hand to show that it's not just that we have a Kenyan in the name of Uhuru Kenyatta who is helping. Actually, the state and the nation of Kenya, led by President William Ruto, is in support of this and try to get also a little bit more understanding from the ground with regard to some of the complexities and to meet some of the parties, to this conflict. And so it's a fundamentally important visit that is also going, I think, to grow and try to start building relations with, in terms of personal relationships with not just Tshisekedi, but some of the conflictants, in that theater. Now, it is critical that Kenya plays a more robust role, and the reason, another reason is, DRC has been a theater not just of global competition for resources, but also of regional competition for resources. Besige last week, was it on
NTV?
Yes,
another station.
Yes,
one of the medias.
One of the medias mentioned that Uganda is a very big exporter of gold, and what he was making an argument is actually that gold, is probably coming from Congo. Don't quote me. That is what Besige said. Now, this tells you that even regional countries are having an interest in the Congo that may not exactly contribute directly to the kind of resolution that we're seeking. And so that is where Kenya comes in. But there's another aspect. Congo is a country with more than 100 million people. Ever since they joined the EAC and even before that, Equity Bank, for instance, and KCB, they have a strong presence there. Right now, soon they will be controlling maybe 30% of market share in DRC. This is significant investment. More than 50 million Congolese speak Swahili. This is an area not only that has opportunities for Kenya, but also for the larger East Africa. There is a lot, for instance, that closer relations between Congo and Kenya within the EAC and even bilaterally is going to actually assist the Republic. And so the president's visit is not only going to speak on Kenya's agency and Kenya's central role in trying to mediate the conflict in DRC, but also to support our troops, at the same time to be able to build the kind of relations that are going to be necessary for the president, or rather for Kenya to actually have success in that region, because there is no other country right now that is preferred, perhaps, to mediate that conflict regionally from the region than Kenya. And I think the president's visit is the right thing that he has done.
Right.
So I think that maybe just one thing to add, that the